Welcome back. Welcome back. You already know what it is. It's time to go to work. Look how beautiful that shit look. That shit look crazy. Sound of horns, long range. Long range. Look at that shit. I don't know if you can see it like I can see it because the sun glaring so hard. That shit look dope though. I wish the sun wasn't glaring so hard. That shit look dope. Nothing like a good view. I remember when I was living in PA. I used to be so happy at one point, like when you start planning things and you accomplish it, you feel good once you accomplish it, you know? And I remember it was just such a beautiful thing because I never got to experience it yet. It was the first time. And I made it happen. I did it for myself. Is what I wanted. And because of what I wanted to do, move, I got to see and do shit that I never would have ever got to do or see because I would have been stuck in the cities, right? So every morning, I remember well, not every morning people ask me this question, but I remember people asking me the question of, you're happy living above that bar? Like, it's all fucked up there. Like, you got a nice room. You cleaned it out. It looked right in there. It's all clean. But the rest, you know what I mean? You ain't got electricity. You got to run your shit through a wire, through the window. You ain't even got no bathroom. You got to go downstairs to the bar to use the bathroom and shit. And I said, yeah. And he's like, how though? I don't understand. Like, and I said, I'm free. And for all the things I don't have, right? All those things you named, I can name other things that I do have in this place. And I wouldn't have it if I was where I was at, you know? And I remember one of the things that stuck out the most was I always would say it anytime somebody would ask me or, you know. And I remember I used to always say, I'm so lucky to wake up every morning and I get to go on a balcony. First of all, I have my own balcony. And as you peasants walk by, the king stares down at you, waiting, planning. You know what I mean? Like, I felt dope. I never had a balcony before. You know what I'm saying? That little ass thing, just to be elevated. And what made it so beautiful was where my apartment faced was towards the forest and the mountain. So I used to wake up every day to a picture that other people got to like see and shit. Like, you see online and you see the mountain, you're like, oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I wish I was looking at that in real life. I got to actually have a scene like that every single day. You know what I mean? Like, some people don't get to do that. I was one of them. And I had a balcony. I remember waking up every morning, bro, getting my coffee like here, like, you know what I mean? I'd be doing the gym. Or even after work. I go to work, come home, get something to eat or whatever. But always, I used to always come home, make a coffee or get my coffee or whatever. I used to do it up there. And I remember I used to fucking just go sit on my balcony, chill, think about the day, maybe have some beats on, you know, these videos I be telling y'all about. That's how I found them and shit. And I just remember looking at that shit, bro. That shit used to be like looking at that skyline. You know what I'm saying? I remember just being able to just sit there for hours and just staring. And just being happy for that. I remember when, like, before I got there, I visited. And my people, shout out Doughboy, you already know. When I went up there, I remember dudes was like whipping the four-wheelers. I seen dudes on the street with the shit. I said, oh shit, I always wanted to go on one of those. And when I ended up moving up there, and because of the Bible, you know, it mentions mountains and forest areas a lot and shit like that. So I said, you know, you're on this learning of God and everything, maybe there's a reason he made you move to the mountains. Maybe there's a reason why when you came here, you said, yo, I gotta be here. I don't know why. First time that ever happened to me. And I made it so. Well, he made it so. And that shit was dope. My boy Billy Cure. Shout out, homie. Hope you somewhere still doing good. He was a go-getter. He was definitely a big inspiration. Sound the horns. Big brother Billy. Nights we shared. That shit was crazy. PA was such a good adventure. I learned so much. Like, I went up there thinking and with my own little notes and my raps and what I wanted to do and all these things. I remember that shit was like it was the beginning of the GMB, but it really wasn't, because when I look back, I'm like, yo, you was always forming some type of people together ever since you were young. Ever since you was young, you was always the type person that always seen the benefit and the need for people sound the horns. So, you know, just be friendly and be together. Because I've always seen the obstacles. I always paid attention to older people. A lot of people get to be kids in the normal kid way. I didn't. I got to be a kid though. Got to chill and play, but I was different. I didn't really, when I was a kid, I didn't even really want to fucking chill with other kids. I liked being by myself. I was different. And I didn't care. Just like I don't now. I've always been like this. I just shut the fuck up because the world said shut the fuck up. Stop being you. You better blend the fuck in. And I said, nah, I don't feel right when I blend in. I gotta try too hard. I gotta really try this shit. I gotta I remember when I did blend in. I was thinking about making a video about that. The reckless days. But it wasn't so reckless. But I remember literally exploring my dark side, the Vegeta, the not giving a fuck. That's why when I get mad and I say I don't give a fuck about what your excuses are when it comes to being bad, it's because I chose to fucking do it too, like everybody else, in small ways. But me, since I watch all the time and I see and I examine, when I got broken by life, and you're like, man, fuck, yo, fuck this. Can't beat him. Moms will join him. Or she hurt me, so I'ma hurt her. They coming at me, so I'm coming at them. Like, I remember in my 20s is when it first started happening, when I lost my baby in my first major relationship. That shit drove me damn near insane. Like, women don't understand how. Well, maybe you do, because I ain't gonna say y'all. I ain't gonna say nobody don't understand, because motherfuckers be doing it to each other. So, y'all. But y'all, what y'all don't understand is how detrimental. Just like men. This is why I literally preach most younger people shouldn't even fucking be dating. I wish I had somebody like me with the knowledge that I had saying things to me, because when I was younger, I would have been like, yo, that shit do make sense. I do see it. I pay attention to it. But I got this. It ain't gonna be me. I can see it, so I'm gonna avoid it. And all this dumb shit that everybody fucking say. It ain't gonna happen to me because I ain't gonna let it. And I just remember, like, real in. That's why I always tell people, you're lucky I didn't stay like yous and stay, oh, I don't know what's going on, I'm blind. If I was a bad person, bro, you people would be very upset. And I'm talking a lot of people, because all this, like, knowledge and shit, duh. What do you think makes all these bad guys bad? They're not dummies. They get down with the wrong people, they twist the reality of life on them, and they see good as evil and evil is good. And that's it. And then they do what the fuck they think is good, but they're really evil. That's why the Bible says the road to hell is paved. Sound the horns. The road to hell is paved with good intentions, meaning everyone going down there had good intentions. They thought they were doing the right thing, you get it? Like, when I learned these metaphors and things about, I said, yo, wow. And then I thought about what all the gangsters and all the people I know are real, that confess their sins to me for some reason at a young age. They always said they did their wickedness because they wanted to take care of themselves or their family. And they said, there's a roadblock in my way, and I ain't going, no, fuck that. I see the roadblock, and I'm cheat coding. No, fuck that. That's what it is. And that's what I understood. Most bad people really ain't bad guys. They're fucking confused, and they can't accept the life that my father dealt for them. Like, everybody talk about, I don't understand, like, when I watch other YouTubers that are of the faith or whatever and stuff, they always say the dumb shit. I don't know why these people would sell their souls, and that's because you live bubbles and roses, pussy ass nigga. You live bubbles and roses, nigga. You think the devil go after motherfuckers that they like bubbles and roses, stupid? You weak. The fuck he needs you for? You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't got no work ethic. You ain't got no connection to the Lord. Don't y'all understand that? Like, when you goody good or whatever already, the Lord ain't trying to fucking change you. You're good. He needs you to stay the way you are. It's the motherfuckers that don't know what's going on because they've been beating their head. He needs them to be like, yo, wake up. Get it? At least that's what the Bible says, you know what I mean? That's why it kind of says, no man is to judge who gets to go to hell. You can't condemn any man to hell. That's why I don't do that. I condemn you to the shadows. And nobody knows what I mean. See, when I speak this, why everybody get mad, because I speak in punchlines and stuff with all my knowledge, and I know what I mean. And since I've been by myself a lot and transforming and speaking my own lingo and shit, you're not gonna do. You know what I mean? People, you gotta be around me. You gotta understand things to really understand me just talking. Sound the horns, long range. That's why watching a couple of my videos ain't gonna do nothing. You're gonna have one little opinion. You're gonna see me snapping or saying anything, and then later on you're gonna see me say something else. And you're like, oh, he don't make no sense, or who this guy, and but whatever, bro. I don't care. You're gonna misunderstand the words, cause people, you use words a certain way, and other people use words another way. We have different meanings for those words, whether we like to admit that or not. That's why the world's so confused. Because you could speak the same language, but not speak the same language. Duh, I'm speaking English. You understand English. But if I really just start talking and I don't explain what I'm saying, all these different things, you're not going to really get it. Like I said, you're going to think I'm condemning you to hell or something. Nah, I'm saying my father's going to do you dirty. And if my father's going to do you dirty, well, I already know what his judgment's gonna be, duh. If you're fucking doing super wickedness and you won't change, well, the book says he's gonna do certain things to those people. So, you know, like, you just can't say who is. He already made the judgments, but you don't know who the people. You don't know who gonna change. Anyway, actually making choices to do evil is what everyone does. How do I know? Because, I had my time. Like I keep saying in and out of this video. That's how I knew what side I stood on. Because when I chose to go to the other side and just not, she broke my heart. I don't want to be with women no more. I just want to have sex now. I just want to be a player. When I started doing that, I realized even when I'm doing this, I want to be single thing, I still had valor. I didn't like lying to bitches. Females, women, whatever you want to be called. I'm sorry, I disrespect you all the time with my foul mouth. But I still didn't want to lie. It felt weird. And then I was free. So I said, why would I have to lie? You ain't my girl. Why would you? You should know I'm out here. Duh. You're out here, ain't you? No, I don't talk to anybody else. That's when I'm just like, yeah. As soon as a woman says that, I already know this ain't gonna last long. I don't talk to nobody. It's 2023 and you're a female. I can chop a woman's leg off, punch her in the face 3 times, and she could be like 200 pounds. And I'll put her on Facebook the way she looks, and niggas are still DM. Stop. Why? Because she could just make up confusing stories and shit. My boyfriend's been beating me for years. I wanted to change my life and he won't let me. You know what I mean? Like, people believe anything. Anyway, wickedness is a choice. And as I chose to not care, that's what wickedness really is you not caring about how you're going to affect somebody else by your choices. You become numb to it. And I remember when I started dabbling down because of the heartbreaks and the betrayals, and I don't trust nobody, and all this other dumb shit. And that's what makes people go to the other side, because you're like, everybody like this, man, everybody, or you just see it and you just don't know any difference, so, you grew up on it. But I remember, thinking, I always think about my actions. I always can recall before I did anything, I thought about it. And I always had those 2 judgments. The one side of, nah, this is wrong, this ain't you. But then that's when that ego come in. But I'm tired of getting stepped on. I'm tired of being the one everybody takes advantage of. I want to take advantage now. I want to put myself in a position where even if I'm not taking advantage, they can't take advantage of me. All these little fucking stupid mental things we do to not get hurt again. But we're actually becoming more wicked, cold to the fact of love. This is why my enemies hate me, because I see it now. Other people can go through these things and still actually love life. Actually be like, nah, love is real. What are you talking about? There's a female out there that'll love me for me, and literally everything I do, she'll be like, yo, that shit is fly. You the flies. You're funny, you're cute, I understand you. Get it? She might not understand everything, but that's because I have love in my heart. And it always will be there. Because I explored what it's like to be like one of you. We all start out with the clean slate and beating the head to the reality of certain things. We all get put up to be the cool guy or whatever, you know. Like I said, when I was on my I want to get around, I could never lie to women because it was a fucking joke to me. So I'd always let women know, like, if you ain't the only one, you ain't the only one. What you want me to be better, be the best, and then you'll be the only one. Duh. And I realized there's no difference between a man being like that in a relationship or out of it. Because that's what it's all about. At least on this ego relationships that we live, everybody claims, whatever. That's what fucks up most relationships, because everybody's having an ego relationship instead of a relationship they really want to have. Because we're all choosing only, everyone's fucking told to just choose the best. The best. Right? So that leads to motherfuckers always wanting the best more and more. Every person you meet could be better than the next one. So what does that mean? You're supposed to just keep jumping until you get the best? Duh, that shit don't even make no sense. That's just you. You'll be doing that forever. Get it? That's where other things matter. The uniqueness of a person. Can you even see it? That's why a lot of women be mad. They're like, yo, I can't understand why I get a nigga to stay with me, you know? Because you can't see his uniqueness. You don't cater to it. So he's like, I don't want to be with you. You don't see me. I'm just a man. I'm just a prototype. I'm just a prototype husband, prototype boyfriend. I'm not really what you want. I'm what is here and what you think is what I am. But when I be me, you're going to tell me to stop being me. You ever? That should be crazy how people be doing that to other people. I love them for them. And then everything you do, they tell you to stop doing it. I don't like when you do that. You said you love me for me. Now I can see if there's bad things that's hurting a relationship or their life. Like these cigarettes. Like if I was with somebody and he's like, yo, or beginning to talk to somebody, he's like, yo, I don't really like smokers, you know what I mean? You have a lot of good qualities with other things, but that shit gotta stop, bro. Like, I can't fuck with a nigga that do that. I'll be like, alright, well, let me size you up then. We gotta trade. I respect that, gangster. Alright, well, you do this, or you don't like this, or I don't like this, whatever I get to pick now. And by, alright, could you give that up for me? Because I don't really, you know what I mean? And that's how I believe people should be talking out here with relationships, because we're so far from the normal thing. And most of us are like, you know, not equipped to go back all the way yet. Get it? Like, being back, upstanding men and women and all that, that's just hard. So it's not like I don't expect people to just turn back and anything perfect. No, I expect people to turn back and be logical and work their way back and teach their kids. And then the kids get better than you because they're built up on it. Because we're going back. You know what I mean? And I see a lot of people in the world working like this. This is why I know what I say is true. Just a lot of people don't talk about the shadow self. A lot of people don't focus on the ego and actually admitting they were bad. Maybe they didn't get to be bad or whatever. I don't know. Everybody living different. I know a lot of niggas fucked up like me. I'll tell you that. I know a lot of people had to come from the mud and still there like me. I know a lot of people think about their actions and be like judging themselves like me. And sometimes when they look in the mirror, they don't like what they see. Bars! Bars! Bars, nigga! Anyway, but for real, 9 out of 10 people you walk up to right now has got some type of depression or is in some type of sadness. Now, maybe not a lot. How do I know? Look at all the fuck crazy shit going on in the world. First of all, someone out of 10 people, at least 3 that you meet probably had a family member that died this year, maybe half. Probably more because of the corona and all, a lot of crazy shit. So you gotta think about it like that. And then relationships are fucking shitty, so most people are not even in a relationship, or if they are in a relationship, they're beefing and over dumb shit. Why? Because nobody's telling anybody the truth about how they feel and what